Hi fellow do-it-yourselfers. Welcome to Geek Do-It-Yourself Mechanic. It's been a while since I've done a video because I spent a lot of time working at a auto body shop where you'd be surprised how they really need a auto diagnostic person. A lot of time wires are pinched, sensors are broken, front end collisions, AC doesn't work, rear end collision evap doesn't work. So I've been very busy there. I also do some general mechanics there as well, brakes, AC charging, and things like that. But anyway, what this video is going to be about is about fuses. So I had a fellow mechanic walk up to me and show me this. And he said, "Did I just mess up my car? I just put this in my car. Did I just fry my car?" So I'm hoping by the end of this video you'd be able to answer this fellow mechanic his question. Okay, let's begin by looking how a fuse is used in a circuit. So a fuse looks like this. Blade to one side of the circuit, blade to the other, connected by this filament, piece of wire. Well, this wire is special in that it heats up as current goes through it. And then it's designed so that if it heats up too much, which would mean too much current is flowing through the circuit, it breaks. It literally tears itself in two. And it looked like that. If you notice, this piece literally burns off. And now these two blades are not connected, therefore electrons cannot go through the circuit. The circuit is now protected. The circuit is now open. So let's look at it in a circuit, in a simulator. Here we go. So this is the fuse. This is the power source. This is a short to ground. It's a switch. Right now there's no short to ground. This is a classic lamp. This is a switch that turns on and off the circuit. Let's see if you guys remember. How is this circuit? Is it a power side switched or ground side switched? Ground side. It's after the load. It's ground side switched. Anyway, I digress to my other videos. Anyway, so let's run the circuit. Everything is hunky-dory. It's pulling about 1 amp. You know, classic light bulb. It pulls more in the beginning, and it's running 1 amp. Everything is fine. I can stop the circuit, run the circuit. But now a short to ground, what's going to happen? Boom, the fuse blew. Remember that element? It broke itself apart, not connecting the blades. Now current is not flowing, and all the wires are protected. Of course, the circuit isn't working. Your radio or your headlights don't work, but I'll take that over burnt car. So that, again, let's see it again. So that's normal. It's rated. This fuse is built to allow this particular circuit to run for normal operations. But if anything outside of that occurs, bam, too much current is requested on the circuit, and that fuse protects the wiring and your car from burning. So let's look again at what that fellow tech handed me right here. So if you notice, he has a copper blade, and then he soldered it. In essence, he's connecting these two blades together via the solder. So what does that symbolically do? He did this. So both blades now are connected, and he's bypassing this element. So let's see what happens. In a normal circuit, is there an issue? Not at all, because the circuit was rated for this current flow. Remember that from the previous circuit? This is exactly the same circuit. But here's where you get into trouble. If now I get a short, this fuse can't do its job, bam. So if you knew this simulator, when you see voltage source wire loop with no resistance, that means short to ground, and in our terms that would probably mean potentially a fire in your car. So let me precisely answer the tech. No, you did not hurt your car by installing that, but you removed the protection that the engineers put in your car. So what that means is let's say he did this to allow his radio to work, and that's actually what he did. It was the turn on side of this of the circuit. It was switched power to the stereo. So it's not pulling much, but still, from the theoretical point of view, if somehow that wire going to the radio somehow got rubbed and then it touched the frame, that would be a short to ground, and since he soldered this, there's no protection of that for that circuit. You could cause a fire or cause more damage than you intended to. So I wanted to show you what these are the kind of fuse boxes I like, and you'll see right in the next picture the ones I don't like. Notice everything is clean here, all nice connections. Now let's look at certain boxes I've run into. I don't like fuse boxes like this because this wire is bypassing the fuse. So it is potential, if there's a short in this wire, if you're unlucky, you could cause a fire. What I've seen and been asked to install many fog light kits and stereo kits where this is what they tell you to do in the instructions. I suggest you don't do that. I suggest either you run a dedicated circuit with its own fuse protection to the battery, or use a product like this. I really like these. So if you notice, this has two pieces of wire. So it's protecting these two blades, and it's protecting this blade with this right here. So I like these. So look for these and buy good quality, good name brands. There are some bad fuses out there. To be honest, they're made in China, not very good. Um, Other videos about that on the internet. I don't need to go into that. Anyway, so this would be a better alternative than what they're saying to jump and apply the wire here, or jumping those. I suggest you don't do that. So again, in summary, if this was a bad idea, did they break their car? Well, I had the answer, well, no, you didn't break your car, but you removed the protection that the engineers put in your car's circuits. So this would not be something you want to do. I suggest you would use a product like this. Instead of jumping those, you put this in, there's fuse protection here, and there's fuse protection here. Thank you for watching. I hope you found the information helpful.